Alrighty. If you are watching this part of my tutorial today, you're most likely watching the replay because I do not see anyone on yet. That is Bailey. I'm going to tag us and share us, wait for some friends to hop on. If you're watching on the replay, leave me a little comment, hashtag replay, so I know you were here. And as always, if you see anything that I make today or previously that you're interested in adopting, just send me a private message. Most often we can make it happen. Alrighty, sharing to my two groups. Bailey Marcinkowitz. Oh my gosh, she's having a party in her crate back there. Hi Ramona, how are you? Good morning and welcome in. Alrighty, I'm hopping on just a few minutes early because Miss Debbie was not able to come on from 11 to 12. So I'm hopping on just a few minutes early. All right, I made this, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. I made this yesterday live, so if you missed it, you can go back and watch the replay. It's still up on my Facebook business page. And then, of course, as you know, after 30 days, I transfer everything over to my YouTube channel, Paper Sweeties, because after 30 days, Facebook deletes our videos. All right, so before we get into my waffle project, because I'm on a little bit early, we're going to, I couldn't add the glitter on this yesterday because it was super wet. It's still very wet on the bottom, but that won't prohibit me adding glitter to the top. The top is dry enough that I can add the glitter and brush off any overspray. Let me get my fan brush. And then I need my clear tacky glue. And we're going to use my little glue brush. On the bow, I'm gonna add blue Hawaiian sweet glitter. On the top of the carrot, I'm gonna add lime margarita sweet glitter. Hi Alyssa, hi Mary, welcome friends. And on the little ruffles on her bloomers, I'm gonna add pineapple mojito sweet glitter, okay? So let's start at the top and work our way down. We're gonna play with glitter and make a mess. How fun is that, you guys? How fun is that? I love playing with glitter. All right, I'm going to, for time's sake, just add the clear tacky glue directly onto the bow, and then I'm gonna take my glue brush and spread it out so there are not any clumps or bumps. Flurry of activity at the house next door. Subcontractors, project manager, trucks. For all intents and purposes, they are done with the construction. The yard is done. They have the sod and the shrubs in and the rocks down. I think they're just doing their last minute touch-ups, cleaning. They have a lockbox on the door because the house is available. So if anyone's interested in moving and being my next door neighbor, hi Brandy, hi AJ. How are you all doing today? Brandy, the house next to me is for sale. I know you and your husband were gonna be moving way back when we had the B&B. And then I don't think you did. Just saying, we could be neighbors and we could craft together. All right, I think I got glue everywhere where I need glue. I want to make sure I do have it on the ends of the bow. So once we sprinkle the glue, the glitter on, it'll stick to wherever I want it, okay? All right, so I am gonna come in first with this pretty blue Hawaiian sweet glitter. You guys, I'm hosting a live sale today. If anyone needs to stock up, I have 2 brand new things that I just made yesterday. So they will be debuting on my live sale today for live sale people first. I have this pretty custom sprinkle tape, 1/2 inch by 1 yard. It's called Bunny Tail because it's got all those cute bunnies in silver. I will, Brandy, I will. Excuse me, Mr. Project Manager. My friend Brandy wants to move in next door. The house looks almost identical to ours, Brandy. It's a white 2-story farmhouse. I think it's like 2,600 square foot. I think it has 4 bedrooms. It has a real big bonus room upstairs with 4 huge windows that look to the back out over the pond. It's really pretty. And then the bunny tail sprinkle mix to coordinate. So these will be available on my live sale today at 2. First come, first served. They will debut there. And then if I have any left over after the sale, I'll add them to the Paper Sweeties website. All right, guys, here we go. Ready for the magic? Ready? Look at that. Look at how pretty. All right. Sprinkle it all over the bow. See, this is why I wait to add glitter until my clay has had a chance to dry and set, because my glitter is so, there's fine glitter in there and chunky glitter. If you did that on wet clay, that would get all over the white. It would make a mess. And I say all the time, you can wait, do it, wait, and then the next day come back with your fan brush and brush it off. But the real ultrafine glitters, the colored ultrafine glitters, could be tricky to get off. Let me show you what I mean. You see how all that stuck to the white? Okay, the clay has formed a skin because I let it sit overnight. If you did that on wet clay, you guys, you would be so sad because you wouldn't be able to get all of it off. There would be some that would stick. Like right now, this has the skin over. It's really still wet on the back, but the top, I was confident enough that it had dried enough that we could do this and we wouldn't ruin the bunny face. You guys, I'm still watching Heartland. Where are my Heartland friends? I'm still watching Heartland on Netflix. I'm up to season 15. It's so good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to be sad when it ends. I always have to like decompress. After I watch a long series like this, that I get so invested in over time, I can't really jump right back into a new series immediately. I have to decompress a little bit. This one's a long one. There's 18 seasons on Netflix, and then there's the 19th season on a different streaming network that I'll probably end up paying the $5.99 just because I'm gonna want to see season 19. I don't know. They ended their contract with Netflix and went to a different streaming platform. I don't know the reasoning why. I just know that they did. All right, look at how pretty that is, you guys. Look at how pretty her bow is. Look how sparkly and pretty that is. Okay, just as I held it up, some more, hold on. Some more fell onto her face. Let me clear that off. Get any confetti circle sprinkles that aren't cooperating, that are sticking up. She is a big girl, guys. She is so cute. Brandy, did you get this cutter from Juliana? This is from, created by Juliana Miller. She has a paid private group, Quiet Corner Clubhouse. And if you're a member of her paid private group, you have access to her exclusive cutters. And I love her cutters. All right. All right, let's try this again. Look how pretty and sparkly that is. Brandy. She did turn out really cute. I love her little tinsel whiskers. The only thing I didn't do, I forgot to put the bunny cheeks like I always do on my bunnies. So I'm contemplating going back in. I would have to take these two whiskers off to put the bunny whiskers, cheeks, you know, the teardrop cheeks that I make for the bunnies, and then add them back in. I'm contemplating, but I don't want to ruin her face because she came out so cute. So I don't know. Does she look okay with just whiskers and no bunny cheeks? That bow is so pretty. Hey Lily, welcome. How are you? You were waiting for me to do her. That's so funny. All right, so let me figure out my situation here. We want to get this blue back in the hot tub with its friends and move on to the next color. Holding her up, I dumped some on my table. Oh. There is just glitter all over. The story of my life, because I love glitter. So I always have glitter all over. Right. Put this back into the hot tub with its friends. Okay. Let's seal it up. Oh, yeah. The puzzles can be a little intimidating. I even have to watch Juliana's tutorials sometimes to figure out which order they go in. The puzzle sets can be a little intimidating, and typically on a puzzle set that has 13 or 16 pieces, there's always like one piece that's a little challenging. And this one for me was this piece right here. Juliana made it look very easy, but when I cut that piece out, it made a mark right there on her little bloomers, her little jumper. So I tried to incorporate it into the pattern. I had used that impression roller. Yeah. This still has some glitter on it. Shake it out. I have little throw rugs over here, guys. So I can shake it out on my throw rug, and then I take my throw rugs outside and shake them out. As this continues to dry, guys, I will have to continue to go back and brush off any wayward glitter. All right, it's 12 o'clock, so I need to get going on my 12 o'clock project for our waffle thing today. So let me pick up the pace, put some glue on the top of the carrot. The bow was just a little bit more challenging to do because it was bigger. The top of the carrot is smaller. All right, that looks good. And then I'll come in with lime margarita sweet glitter. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Maureen. How are my friends? We are quickly just finishing off floppy-eared bunny that I made yesterday. She's dry enough that I can add the sweet glitter, the icing on the cupcake. Y'all know I so look forward to it drying overnight so I can come in the next day and add the glitter. She's still very wet on the back, guys. She is a chunky girl. She is really sweet. She is available, so if anyone's loving her, I don't know, because it's just the layer of the bunny and then the layer of the jumper. So it was only 2 layers. And when I watched Juliana's tutorial, she had the same 2 layers. Although she just free rolls her clay, and I do use my 1/4 inch guides. So mine might have been a smidge thicker. It might have been a smidge thicker. With that said, that could be why. All right, cute. Sparkle, sparkle. We gotta have all the sparkle, right? Hi, Brenda. That could be, because Juliana typically does not use guides. She just free rolls. She rolls her pieces thick, but she doesn't use a guide. When I do use the guide, you know, I rolled the jumper 1/4 inch, and then I rolled the bunny base a 1/4 inch. So it was a 1/2 inch. It was thick. All right, and I'm gonna go directly on to the ruffle with my glue to make this a little bit quicker, so I can get on to today's project. Maureen, are you in your regular spot right after me today? Are you in the 1 p.m. Eastern spot? I looked at the graphic quick, but I don't have it committed to memory. So I want to be sure to say the right thing, so I'm not sending people to the wrong spot after me. All right, that looks good. Now we'll come in with some pineapple mojito, sweet glitter. Hey, Shelby. Hey, Christine. Hi, Brenda. This pineapple mojito is so pretty, you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can you guys see how gorgeous that is? Oh my goodness. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. See, when your clay has a chance to dry overnight and form that skin, you saw that glitter on her little feet, it just comes right off. If I did that yesterday on the wet clay, I would have cried, guys, because it all would have stuck. And if that happens, if you're making anything, and if that does happen, just leave it. Don't poke at it when the clay is wet, because you'll end up marring and disfiguring your clay. Just let it sit overnight, and chances are if you come back in when the clay's had a chance to do some drying, you'll be able to get most of it, if not all of it, off. But to be on the safe side, especially when you're using something like this, a glitter mix that has some super fine glitter in it, just be patient and wait until it dries. Okay. Oh, I love that pineapple mojito. Oh my gosh. And a fan brush works really good to get in all the nooks and crannies. Oh my goodness, she's so cute. She's, do you see? She's bending because she's still so wet. Oh, thank you, Maureen. Thank you. All right, so there's the pineapple mojito, sweet glitter, the lime margarita, and the blue Hawaiian. She's adorable. I love her. What shall we name her? She came out so sweet. Yes, I ordered this cutter set from Juliana a while back, and I was looking forward to making her up. I'm going to put her back here on a silicone mat to dry. She's very, very wet. I'm lay her down there. She's so cute. All right, let's get this back in the hot tub with its friends and move on to our waffle. Thank you, Lulu. I've already gone 7 minutes into my time, but the project that I planned for today, I think is super easy. So hopefully I won't need the full hour. And Maureen, I apologize, I didn't look up. So did you answer? Are you coming on right after me in your usual 1 o'clock spot? Okay. Woo! Glitter. So pretty. So pretty. All right. All right. Let me bring my other silicone mat over and let's get down to business. Shall we? Shall we? I'm going to have to vacuum. There's glitter all over. But that's okay. All right. Switching gears. Waffle. Today's challenge is waffle. So I grabbed one of my scallop square cookie cutters. Let's throw some oil on it. I haven't used this in a while, so to be on the safe side, we'll throw some oil on it. And I just use baby oil, guys. I have it in a spray bottle right here on my desk, and then I spray it into one of the little cups from the dollar store and use my oil brush to oil up the edges. The metal cookie cutters cut a lot better than the plastic ones, meaning they leave a cleaner, crisp edge. So I probably didn't even need to oil it, but I did. Just to be safe, right? Okay, great. Maureen is up next in the lineup. And as always, guys, if you get lost anywhere along the way today, we all have today's lineup posted on our business pages. So at any point during the day, you can hop onto any of our pages and see where you are if you get lost. If you have to step out and then come back, you're like, oh, who's on now? And then Debbie does a great job about sharing them into the Bright Ideas and Crafters groups. She has several of them. So, all right, waffles. This one stumped me a little bit. Like, what am I going to create with a waffle? So in the end, I came up, my idea is gonna be like a giant, instead of a s'more type cookie, it's gonna be a waffle type cookie. The center we're gonna do with sprinkles. I'm gonna use the Hoppy Easter sprinkle mix from Paper Sweeties. And then we're gonna decorate the top with a little bunny and some grass and some eggs. So like I said, I don't think this will take me, well, normally if I had the full hour, you guys know I would use the full hour, but I think I can pick up the pace. I have 50 minutes. So this is a waffle impression mat, or a hatch crisscross impression mat I got from Annie's Treasures. I got it quite a while ago, so I don't even know if she still carries it. So I'm gonna roll some of this pink strawberry macaron clay carefully. I'm being careful not to wiggle it so we don't mess up our pattern. And I don't wanna make it too thin. All right, that came out beautiful, waffle. Am I gonna be able to cut 2 of these out of here? In a perfect world, that would be great. 1. Ball tool. And 2. Look at that, guys. clay gods are with me again today. Said that yesterday. Clay gods were with me. All right, we're done with this. So I'm gonna set it off to the side. I'll put it away later. There is a little something. Hi, Tina. Hi, Elisa. I hope you feel better, Tina. Are you all better? Okay. All right, we can put the pink away. I'm gonna set these pieces aside. They came out super cute. So there's our waffle, our front and back for our waffle s'more cookie situation. I think I'm going with the strawberry macaron. Next, we need our creamy marshmallow middle. So I'm just gonna come in with some white clay. And what was I thinking I was going to do to kind of make this kind of the same size, but a little bit smaller. And for the marshmallow center, I don't want the scallops. And I'm not even gonna worry about wrinkles. I want it very thick, guys. I want it to be the marshmallow thick center. I want it very thick. So, what I think I'm gonna do, this is 2.5 square, 2.5 inches. Hey, Sherry. Oh, thank you. I got it from Amazon. I have a long sleeve top under it because it's chilly here today, but it's a cute little t-shirt. I got it last year on Amazon. All right, 2.5 by 2.5, right? Is that what I just said? So what I think I'm gonna try to do, you guys know I have a quilting cutting mat under my glass tabletop, which is awesome, you guys, because when I need to measure something out, it's perfect. Did I say 2.5? 2.5. So I want the marshmallowy inside to be about 2.25. So let me cut it first, like at 3 inches. There might be an easier way to have done this. I don't know, guys. Seeing that's a little big, so I'm gonna trim it down a little now, closer to that 2.5. I just didn't want to cut too much off at first. Okay, now let's square our edges off. Like I said, there might have been an easier way to do that. I don't know, it was pretty straightforward. And having this cutting mat under my glass table has been super handy. All right, yes, I think that gave me the desired end result. Let me put this white away. I'm trying to think if I'm gonna do the sprinkles. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do the sprinkles at the end. So we're gonna set these pieces aside on a piece of parchment, and we're gonna move on to our next elements, okay? So there we have our waffle top. That's gonna be our marshmallow center, and then we have our waffle bottom. Following me so far, guys? You guys with me so far? Who's crafting along with me? All right, so next, I want to cut out a little peep bunny using this cookie cutter. You guys have seen me use this before. This is one of those shapeshifters that this way it's a bunny. And if you turn it this way, it's a big head Gingy from Sugar Belle. All right, added some oil. Now I want to cut this out, but I don't want to leave it super thick because this is going to be one of the decorations on top of our waffle cookie. So I don't want it super duper thick. You guys know what I'm saying. So I'm gonna roll it out with my 1/4 inch guides on, and then I might come back in with my regular acrylic roller and flatten it out a little. Hi Deanna, how are you? Welcome. How's everyone doing today? And what's everyone doing today? Are you crafting along with me? Are you at work? All right, so then I'm gonna come with my regular acrylic roller and flatten it out just a little, guys, just a little. Because I don't want it too thick. I think that's probably good. Cut our bunny out. Pick a section that's really flat and good. No imperfections or lines. Glitter in my clay. I really don't know how that happened. Wink, wink. My goodness. All right, let's get this bunny. Oh, it came right out because I oiled it. It's always a good thing. Let's smooth our edges. Cleaning your kitchen. I'm going to finish your moss bunnies. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Not the cleaning your kitchen part, but the crafting with the moss bunnies. Hi, Miss Debbie. How are you? So here's where we're at so far, Deb. I used my waffle impression mat from Annie's Treasures and cut out 2 scalloped square waffle shapes. Thank you. You know you can always count on me for being your crazy sparkle friend. And then slightly smaller. Those were 2.5 inches, so slightly smaller. I just formed a big chunk of white clay, and that's going to be our marshmallow center for our waffle cookie. And now I'm cutting out some things to decorate the top of the cookie with. So here's where we've gotten so far. There's the little bunny. Let's give her some eyes and a nose. I have my micro rhinestones from Debbie's shop that I love so much. And I ask her all the time if she's still carrying these, because when I run out, I'm gonna be so sad. Do you still carry these micro ones, Debbie? I know you said the shadow that I got from you that you're not carrying anymore, but do you still carry the micro rhinestones? I love them. They're all the colors and they're perfect for tiny little things like this. All right, we need to add a tiny bit of glue. I made the pilot holes. Hi, Jess. How are you today? Housework and babies in orders, Maureen. Hey, Dee. How are you? I didn't see you sneak in. Hi to anyone that I didn't see come in. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, everyone that follows my page, and thank you to everyone who shared. All right, tiny little bit of tacky glue in the 3 pilot hole areas. I did tiny little pilot hole areas for the 2 eyes and the nose. little bit of glue. All right, what color? Let me see. So the grass is gonna be green. The waffle cookie is pink. Recouping from yesterday. I'm not sure what that means. All right, let's do blue. Let's do this pretty blue for the eyes. Place them where we need them, and then we're gonna push them in, countersink them. Oh, you had a D-stash sale, Jess. I think that's maybe what you mean. All right, they look cute. Jess, I did go back and watch your the replay of your tutorial when we got home from Taco Tuesday yesterday. Remember I said right after I ended mine at 4, we every Tuesday, it's a standing date my husband and I have. A little gumball bead for the nose, guys. And how adorable is that? Simple, easy peasy. Those out of our way. I do want to add a little bit of shadow. I'm gonna leave Bunny Nutkins alone and set it aside and let it start forming the skin. I'm just thinking, yes, I'm just thinking I made this tiny little carrot because I was gonna make a bow and put the tiny little carrot in the center. But I'm just thinking, well, we'll have to see. Once we place the bunny with the grass and the Easter eggs, it just popped in my head. It'd be cute to make little front paws to the bunny and holding the tiny little carrot. But there's such a little bit of space to work with. Now I'm thinking when the grass comes up and then I have Easter eggs, I might not have room. But that would be cute for like another project. It just popped in my head, guys. Which is a scary place to live sometimes. All right, so I have this. It's from one of my puzzle cutter sets from Juliana. It's, Brandy, if you're still on, it goes with the basket set. And I hope to do that next week. Maybe for crafty friends. Do that set. I haven't done that setup yet. All right, this one, guys, I feel like I need to oil really good because look at all those little jagged cuts. So I'm gonna oil it real good on the outside, and I haven't used it yet, so you guys know how that goes. When you have a brand new cutter, especially the ones made with the filament, the plastic, you really have to oil them generously. Like Carly explained, as you keep using them, the oil fills into all the little microscopic holes that you can't see with your eyes. Yeah, so I did go back and watch yours, Jess, and Mrs. P's and Sam's cookies tutorial when I got home from tacos. But that's a standing date my husband and I have every Tuesday. We leave when I finish my 4 o'clock. When I finish at 4 o'clock, we leave. We go for Mexican, and then we run errands if we have to run errands, and get groceries. That's our grocery day. So I end my day on Tuesdays at 4. I end my day at 4. All right, so let's roll out some green. This is key lime pie. And hopefully I oiled it enough where it's not gonna stick. Hopefully. Hopefully, hopefully, hopefully. All right, just to wake it up. This is the green from Debbie's shop. Key lime is primitive pumpkin color. Don't remember what Debbie calls hers. Is it cool mint, maybe? But yeah, whenever Debbie restocks, I do a nice restocking order. So I love her clay. It's the soft firm. It's the soft that I like to work with, and then it dries firm. It never cracks. It behaves so well. All right, I'm gonna roll this out, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the clay like we did for the bunny. I don't want it thick. So I'm gonna roll it out with my 1/4 inch, and then I'm gonna come back in with my regular acrylic roller. Hi, Miss Sam. Just talking about you. We didn't get home until a little bit later last night, so I missed you live, but I did go back and watch your replay, and I sprinkled you out. Saw your little cookies. All right, so here we go, guys. I either oiled it enough or I didn't. Let's see. Push that in. Okay. A little bit stuck, but maybe we can coax it out. A little bit of it stuck in there. So you just take another piece of clay, and sometimes if you just go like that in the little nooks and crannies, you can get it to, you can coax it to come out, which is happening. Sometimes you just have to show it who's boss. You know what I mean? You have to show it who's boss. And like I said, it's the first time I'm using this cutter. So the more you use your plastic cutters and the more you oil them up or soap them up, the better they'll behave for you. Okay, that's probably good because I can pop it out and then use one of my tools to clean up the edges. But that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so let's come in with a ball tool. And you really want to go quick and with very firm pressure to pop it out, because you don't want to leave any impressions from your ball tool. And there is a little tiny piece of clay that's stuck in one of these nooks and crannies, and it's not wanting to come out. I kind of like to clean my cutters as I use them. So next time when I come back to use it again, like say I had used green and the next time I'm coming back and I want to use pink, you won't have any leftover pink in there from the previous time. You guys know what I mean? You know what I mean, jelly beans? All right, so now I think I'm gonna try to use this expensive tool from the $17 store to come in between the blades of grass and just clean up my edges because they are very raggedy, okay? And I want nice clean edges. So if you have a tool like that, mine is from the Dollar Tree, you could come in, because my fingers are too fat to get in there. You need something narrow. And after I'm using the tool to get in there, then I can use my finger to coax it along. This is a fussy cutter. It's fussy. Hi, Amy, sweet girl. How are you, love bug? Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, this is a fussy cutter. I don't routinely like using fussy cutters, but this little cookie we're making screamed for some grass on the front with the bunny and the Easter eggs. So we're grinning and bearing it, okay? You can do it, y'all. You can do it. You just got to have a little patience, that's all. It'll work. And this tool is working perfect. It's working perfect. Helping me smooth all those raggedy edges. I'll hold it up to camera in a second. I'm just gonna go back through each of the little blades of grass and just double check that I've smoothed any raggedy edge down, but it's looking good to my eye. I'm not worrying about the back because that's gonna go on to the cookie and we'll never see it. All right, so you saw what it looked like when I pulled it out. It was raggedy, raggedy. Hi, Jenna, how are you? I hope you're having a good day. Is your internet better today? All right, that looks good, guys. That looks good. All right, so that goes with a set from an Easter basket set from Quiet Corner Clubhouse. All right, so what do I want to do next? Let me bring one of my waffle cookies over. Which one do I want to use for my front? This one looks like I did it a little bit straighter, so we'll use this for the front. And I wasn't sure if I was going to have to cut some of that bunny off. I want the grass to be in the front. Thank you, Renee. I'm all decked out today. I'm all decked out for spring. Thank you for sprinkling, Jenna. You are very sweet and I appreciate you very much. So, all right, let me back up. I wanted to give our little bunny a teeny weeny bit. Sorry, guys. Every time I say I'm gonna WD-40 my drawer, and then every time I walk out of my craft room and I forget. All right, we want to give her some cheekers. Yeah, that would have been super cute to put little bunny paws and put the carrot in her hand, but I think this is, I have such limited real estate to work with on here that I think it was just gonna be too small of an area. That's a cute idea for another project, for another day though. Another project for another day. All right, she's just got a little bit of shading. All right. So in my mind, I wanted her to look like she was in the background, the grass and the Easter eggs were in the foreground. So, no, I don't think we're gonna have to cut her. I don't think we're gonna have to cut her. I think I was thinking I would have to cut a little bit off the bottom of her body, but I think it'll work. So let's see. I think I want to put her kind of, do we want her right in the middle? Well, she's stuck on the bottom, so she's going right in the middle, guys. And then I was going to add the grass, although it's a little long, so I need to cut a smidge off of one side. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's coming so cute. Oh, it's working today. Good. Were you having storms yesterday, Jenna? Or were they doing some maintenance on it, maybe? On your internet? Cute. So cute. And then you guys, I pulled from my stash these adorable teeny weeny sparkle Easter eggs. They're little styrofoam Easter eggs. They're from my stash. I got them last year. Can't even tell you where, because I got them last year. I don't know if it was either Michael's or Hobby Lobby or the Dollar Tree. They're from last year, from my stash. I shopped my stash. There's the front of the waffle cookie, okay? So I was gonna add some of these cute little Easter eggs. Like the little bunny is hopping in the grass and in among all the Easter eggs. I've been doing updates for weeks. At night, got you. All right, so I feel like I wanted to do 2 glues. These are styrofoam. So I think I want to do tacky glue and hot glue, but I don't want to do a lot of hot glue because I don't want to melt the little styrofoam eggs. But I want the hot glue for quick stick. So I'm just going to put a little drop of hot glue along with my tacky glue. And we're going to start adding these. We're going to hold it. Thank you, Michelle. All right, we'll add another. And I love, I had like 3 different sizes when I went to check my stash yesterday when I came up with this idea. And these were the teeniest ones. They were so sweet. And we're going to hold it. So we will add another. They're cute. They're probably like 1/2 inch. I'm sure the stores, actually 3/4 of an inch. I'm sure the stores have them out again this year. I just really haven't bought anything Easter supply this year. I'm just trying to shop my stash because I have so much in my stash. I don't want to have to buy anything new if I don't have to. And I'm kind of staggering the eggs a little so they're not just all in a straight line. I'll add the purple one. 2 little bits of tacky glue and a little bit of hot glue in the middle for quick stick. Oh my gosh, you guys, so stinking cute. Oh my goodness. So cute. All right. Next, we are going to get our big marshmallow center square. And we are going to add tacky glue very generously, very thick and generous all around the edges. Okay. Come in with my glue brush and we're gonna smooth it out. I'm not doing glitter, I'm doing sprinkles, so I always say smooth it out really smooth so you don't have any lumps or bumps. Not really super concerned with lumps or bumps because we're going to use a chunky sprinkle mix. About shopping our stash, you know, there was a lot less this year. I wonder if they didn't. The amount of stuff that they in the past. Yeah, I think you're right, Michelle. I think you're right. I've heard several people say that the stores don't have as much. So I will probably go to Hobby Lobby after Easter when they reduce the prices on everything and see if there's any small stuff that I want to pick up and add to my stash for next year. Or, you know, what I call Easter can be used all spring. Like I'll be doing bunnies like all spring. Spring is not even really sprung yet, so, and bunnies are one of my favorite things to create with. All right, so I think that's good with the glue all the way around. So let's bring in our Hoppy Easter custom sprinkle mix from Paper Sweeties. You guys, this is just loaded with so many good things. Sequins and acrylic beads and confetti circles and clay shapes, bunnies and carrots and Easter eggs and jimmies and gumball beads. Sequins, did I say sequins? Yeah. There's something glittery in there. Acrylic beads maybe. All right, so let's bring our marshmallow fluff back and we're gonna coat it with all of this delicious Hoppy Easter sprinkle mix. You guys, how yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. How yummy. And I go around a couple of times. You see I'm doing it once and then I'm going around again. So if any of the little bits and pieces of glue was missed the first time, I go back around the second time. I want it really chunky, chunky monkey and yummy. Okay. Then I'm gonna use my fingers to finger press it in. Wow. I will hold it up to the camera, you guys. Oh my goodness. Delicious. Delicious. Looks good enough to eat. You don't want to eat it, but it looks good enough that you could. You guys, this would be a fun idea if you're hosting Easter. I like to do this when I host. I like to do handmade little gifties for my guests, like something small like this, and then put it at each of their little place settings, like on the top of their plate with a pretty linen napkin, or next to their wine glass or water glass or whatever. It makes your table look so pretty. And then when they leave, they can take their little, their gifty, their little treat. And that's so fun for your guests. Makes your table look pretty. And then they always love when you say, oh, don't forget, take your little gifty. You'll be the hostess with the mostess. All right. I think that's good. It looks like all the little nooks and crannies of glue are covered with all of this delicious, gorgeous sprinkle yumminess. And I'm just going around it one more time, laying down any of the jimmies that are standing straight up in the air. Anything that's misbehaving, right? So there's our marshmallow. Yummy, yummy, woo, yummy. All right, I will set this aside. We'll get that back in the hot tub with its friends later. All right, so let's build this thing. Let's build this thing, y'all. We'll put our bottom on first. And trying to think what glue I want to use. The confetti circle fell off. Where can I stick it in? Right there. So yummy, right? Okay, so I think I'm gonna just do some super glue. We'll do the bottom first. Add some super glue. It's still kind of wet clay to wet clay, but you know, it's been sitting over there off to the side, forming the skin. So we'll give it just a little help. All right, and I'm gonna set that on the bottom. Push it down so all the clay's touching. Oh my goodness, this is looking delicious. There's the bottom. Let's do our top. Same thing. Tiny bit of super glue just to give it a little help. Just a little help. And we'll add our top of our waffle cookie on. Oh my goodness, you guys. Yummy. All right, and I'm going to be careful with this because we have all our pretties on here. So we want to hold it, hold it, hold it. Hi, Holly. 5 seconds. Hold it, hold it. There we have our waffle sandwich cookie with the yummy in the middle. And then what I was gonna do with mine is come in with a pilot hole right in the top middle, which is easier said than done because all of that chunky sprinkle goodness. Make a pilot hole right in the top, right there, okay? Come in with a wood dowel. Put some super glue on the end and carefully push that in. You don't want to push it so far that it comes out the other end. Okay, thank you, Brooke. Thank you. This is an easy one, guys. This would be so fun to make these and put them at your table. At your if you're hosting Easter, I'm gonna cut a little bit of this straw off. We don't need all that. Actually, I'm not gonna want the whole straw. Yeah, all right, I'm just gonna cut a little bit of the dowel off the top. We don't need all of that. Okay, Maureen, sounds cute. Thank you, Brenda. All right, and then I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a pink straw or a yellow straw, guys. I was thinking first pink, because everything's cute and pink, and we are gonna put ribbon on it. But then I thought it might look cute with a contrasting color, with the yellow. So I'm taking votes. Do we want the pink straw or the yellow straw? And while everyone is voting, I'm gonna make a quick bow with this ribbon. Ready, set, go. Pink straw or yellow straw, guys? Yellow straw, Sherry says, yellow straw. Make a pretty little bow. And this ribbon, I think I got from Craft Outlet. It's little bunnies in pastel pink and purple and green, all our colors. Yellow straw, Dee says. And then the bunnies are outlined in glitter. Team pink, yellow, yellow, okay. Sounds like the majority is saying yellow, so we will do yellow. It'll give it some contrast. All right, so there's my bow. I secure them with tiny little zip ties I get right from Lowe's Home Improvement. Secure it tight on the back, cut the excess off. Come in with my ribbon scissors. Contrast, right, Sherry? Brandy, right? Ribbon scissors. Don't use your paper scissors to cut ribbon, vice versa. Then I'm just going to do a little diagonal cut to give it pretty little ends. Pretty bow. Wired ribbon is awesome, guys. It lets you make a bow so easy, the wired ribbon. How pretty is that? All right, let's add our straw. I might cut a little bit of that straw off. I'm just gonna shoot some hot glue down in there. And then we're gonna quickly push it on and push it all the way down into our marshmallow fluff. No, I was able to push it down far enough that I don't think I'll need to cut any off the top. You guys, this is so cute. Who's gonna make these for Easter? So cute. All right, and then to glue the fabric ribbon onto our paper straw, I'm gonna add some hot glue, a generous amount onto the back of our ribbon, and figure out where I want it, and hold it, hold it, hold it. Pause, please. This is gonna require more than 5 seconds of holding because it's hot glue. So it's gonna need like 15 seconds of holding. So we're gonna hold it, and hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then sometimes, guys, after I glue it on the front like that, after that has a chance to set and dry, I'll come back in with hot glue and I'll add some more to the back to make sure. You don't want your bow to pop off, especially if you're giving these away as gifts. If you're giving it away as a gift, you want it to be good and solid, right? I'll turn this around. I just need to keep holding it. I can't let it go yet. Brenda with Team Yellow. I like the contrast of the yellow. The pink cookie with the yellow straw. Okay, then I am going to, on the back, come back in with some more hot glue and really glue it in there, guys. So it doesn't come off. Alternatively, you can tie your ribbon right onto your straw, and then you won't have to glue it on. If you wanted, just before you put your straw in, tie a ribbon onto it. And then you don't even have to mess with the hot glue. All right, and then we're gonna take that tiny little carrot. See, I'm trying to see, yeah, the bunny's like nested down into the grass. So the idea of the little paws with the carrot, I could have made it work if I put the bunny up a little taller, but I kind of like her nested in the grass. But that's another idea you can do. If you didn't want to do the grass, you can definitely just do the bunny holding the a little carrot or a little Easter egg. So on this one, I put some super glue on it, and I'm going to put it on to the bow to hide that zip tie on the front. This one, we're going to hold it, hold it, hold it for 5 seconds. Who's going to make these? So quick and simple. Voila. There's our waffle s'more, Easter cookie, bunny, Easter egg, grass, bow, carrot situation. So quick and easy, guys. You could whip these up, assembly line them. If you're, having 6 guests and you want to make 6 of them, just assembly line them. You can have 6 of them done in like an hour, hour and a half. So cute, right? Very pretty, right? So that's the Hoppy Easter Sprinkle Mix from my shop, Paper Sweeties. I will have some of that available today during my 2 p.m. live sale. You like it, Brandy? Cute, right? Quick and easy. So quick and easy. Just a scallop square cutter and then a little peep Easter bunny cutter. Yep. Hi, Maritza. How are you? This our challenge today was waffle. So I made a waffle Easter s'more cookie with a little bunny and grass and Easter eggs and the pretty little bunny bow. So cute, so cute. And this will be available in my live sale at 2 as well. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys, thank you to everyone who hung out with me. I always love when you join me and hang out, and it's fun for me when you give me your suggestions on colors and what to add and what to do. That makes my day. Thank you to everyone who follows my page, and a special thank you to everyone who sprinkled me out today. I sure do appreciate it. All right, I will be live again at 2 p.m. Eastern for a live sale. I'll have a combination of some handmade stuff and a lot of embellishments, sprinkles and glitter and sprinkle tape and rhinestone tape and sequins and all of the things. Cute, right, Sherry? Yeah. Who's gonna make one? Who's gonna make one? Very easy, simple, and super adorable. Super adorable. The Dollar Tree has some real pretty Easter ribbon too right now as well. All right. Thank you to everyone, and we're gonna hop over to Maureen's page, Home for Every Season now, and see what she has planned for us today. All right, hopefully you can join me at 2, and if not, I'll be live again tomorrow at 3 with another live craft. Thank you, guys. Have a great rest of your day.